cute. Can't wait to see you guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys in July when I'm there, if I make it. If I don't, have any more catastrophes between now and then. And Brad and John, hope you guys are doing better. You guys had fun. And that you took 2 weeks off. You guys are better. And I miss you guys. And anytime you want to come see me. Oh yeah, Brad, don't hair. Okay, the bald thing is not you. It just does not work for you. You're cuter with a little short hair and a little less ass. You work.
This is the Red Rock Theater in outside Denver, Colorado. Big, huge indoor theater. Working down there, I don't know if it's set up for a music thing or a music festival or a music show or what, I don't know, but there's people working down there. Just getting things set up. It's just huge. I bet there's like a whole couple thousand people. That's just some of the scenery that I see, looking straight out above over the top. A little cloudy and it's thunder and lightning off to my right, so I don't know if we're going to get a thunderstorm here shortly or what, I don't know, but it's a little foggy way out in the distance. Oh, about a quarter of the way down. I can take you across. We're up on top of Lookout Mountain, looking down on the town of Golden down below. It's a long ways down. Real misty. Brian says on a real good day we can see the airport from here, which is quite a ways away. Picture Brian and Mom. This is the Coors Brewing Company down in Golden. This is the town of Golden, from a little different area, a little bit lower than what I was before. It's cleared up a little bit more than what it was earlier, not too much. The moving thing, that's where big things like skis and big packages, long packages, stuff like that come in. And straight down here is where your regular packages, your regular baggage and stuff like that comes in. We're now in the Denver International Airport, the newest, largest airport in the world. This is where these pictures are going to be taken from. Just a fabulous place. These are all little shops up on the top. There's a postal shop and there's different shops up here. I don't know what they all are. A little place to eat there. They're all up above on the next floor up. All along on both sides of this thing. I don't know. I'll get a picture from up there too. Here's all your flight information. Just go up there and it gives all the flight information, all the flights going in and out of here. We're now going to get on a train. That'll take us out to the concourse, out by the airplanes and stuff like that. We're going to get on a train to get out there. This is really neat. Inside the train This is the concourse. This is where the people wait for their planes whenever they just sit in this humongous concourse. Concourse C36 to 38, gates C36 38. You just sit in here and wait for them to call for their plane to go out. This is one of the airplanes outside one of the terminals. Another one sitting way out there. I don't know if that's United Airlines out there. Go out to there to get it or what. I don't know what the scoop is on that. United Airlines out there. Right now we're at the summit, we're at the top of Loveland Pass. We just came up to one side, now we're going to go back down the other side, but this is how much snow there's up here. We just came by a ski resort on the other side. There's snow right alongside where we're parked here. Now, the Trixie right by the snow. This is the Black Canyon of the Gunnison, and it's a long ways down. About 6 o'clock at night. I'm taking this. The sun is just setting down and it's shining right on this. This is another view just further down the road. This thing is just going down, man. How far down that is, but it's a long ways down. The water down on the bottom is so far down you can hardly see it. This is close to the very top of this canyon. You can see down all the way down that canyon from up here. It's a long ways down there. It's now 7:45 Wednesday morning. We're in Ridgeway Campground in Ridgeway, Colorado. And this is the scenery that we can see out the window of the trailer when we got up in the morning. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. And this is, looking out the window of our trailer, this is what we can see. This is the town of Telluride, Colorado. They're having a big Bluegrass festival here, so this town is just swarming with people. But this is right in the town, and that's their loading and unloading zones. And we're all commercial trucks with food and beer and pop and potato chips and whatever. And that's where they park, right smack in the middle of the road, and they do their delivering from there. They just park back to back, and front to front, whatever. All the way down the center of that road, that's the way it is. They just park there, and that's their loading zone, not unloading zone. This is a big ski resort, and this is the way the towns are, the houses are built. It's built right up the side of the mountain. This is some of the ski slopes here. Of course, there's no snow up there now, but it's a very popular place for skiing up in here in the wintertime. It's all the ski slopes up in that area, and you can see it. We're right at the end of the road now, Telluride. This is as far as this road goes, and we've got to go back through Telluride again now, but this is a waterfall coming out of the mountain that we could see. Kind of pretty. And now this is one of the scenes from the $1 Million Highway. And the colors are so pretty up on there, I don't know if we're going to be able to see it on here or not. But it's just one curly Q after another through here. We're just about the bottom of the $1 Million Highway now. We're just about to get ready, and this is a waterfall coming across the road, underneath the road, and then falling way down into here. Same stream across the creek now, just right below us, right here, going right down underneath the road here, and it's falling on the other side. Another little stream coming from up on a mountain someplace. There's coming from 3 different directions, coming straight down, coming from the bottom, and then coming straight across from the bottom. Another scene just looking just down the road where we'll be going in just a few minutes. That's the valley and stuff you can see in between on the same road. That one of these farms out here. There's 2 of the little ones that are with them. 3 little ones right there. We're quite a ways away from it. This is just a little ways down the road on that same farm. There's a whole herd of elk here. We're now in Canyonland, Utah. And we're just about as far back as we can go. We got another 2/10 of a mile to go to get to the end of here, but this is one of the lookouts on this side. We'll be taking some more. This next bunch of pictures will all be from Canyonland, so I don't, elaborate on them or anything like that. You'll be able to see pretty much what it is. Canyonland, Utah. And we go from here, and we're going to tramp down the road, and we're going to go from here down the road, then we're going to camp, and we're going to the Arches tomorrow. Another shopping overlook on the way back down. Now we're going back to the trailer on the other end. That's what the road looks like, all going all the way up through here. It's just curlicues like that all the way through here for 12 miles. Canyons on both sides. It's starting to rain out here, so I gotta make this quick. We're gonna get soaking wet. We got a thunderstorm coming across here, which isn't unusual for this time. down out of the mountain now, or out of the campground. We're about halfway between by our trailer, and just a little ways up the road there was snow on the road. And I'm out here now, and I'll bet you the temperature is about 45 degrees, and it was 75 or 80 when we was on the top. This is Arches National Park. About 8:30 at night we're taking this.
Not me. Don't count me with that. Well, I am too now, but yeah, I'm from Brenner. Oh, you are? You're kidding.
This is what they call Torrent Arch. This one I think is north window. There's a north window and a south window up here. That last one was not north window. This is north window. This one here is south window. This is another view of the south window from the opposite side. This is what they call Tunnel Arch. We walked back in here a ways, I don't know just how far, but this is what they call Tunnel Arch. This is Pine Tree Arch. We're at the end of our trail now. We're going to start back and get away. This is what we call a landscape arch. And we've walked further back in here again. I don't know just how far we are from our truck, but we're quite a ways back. We're getting good exercise, I'll tell you that, back in here, but it's easy, not quite easy walking, but this is called Landscape Arch. Oh, we just made a hard climb up here, and we're pooped. This is Delicate Arch. I don't know how far we came up, but it seemed like we came up about 20 miles. It's a hard climb up here.
We could go farther, but we're not.
But we could go further, but we're not going to. We're just taking it from here. This is the same arch we just walked up to. Now we're down at the bottom. I just zoomed in on it. Probably got just about as good a picture from here as what I would have if I'd been way up there. But the walk down is good. Yeah, now at the
In the corner down there. See where that
Mesa Verde Cliff Dwelling.
She's turned. She's got a red.
See that lady down there?
She's got a red. Right at the end. There was a good-looking set of legs right behind her.
Yeah.
The cans right up there by her.
Right there in that corner.
See that guy walking up there? See that guy walking up there?
It's there.
Go straight ahead. Where he was walking.
See that rock? Right.
Oh, I see it now.
What are we looking for?
That cream can.
That's pretty good.
No, the other people
This
come up
is a
the other
picture of the balcony house.
They're going in between those, that big rock there.
See if they come out on the other side. Yeah, there's somebody going up the ladder there, right on the other side of that. You just saw his backside. Just short ladder.
Make sure you got good legs.
Yeah, see, my knee gets out on me all the time, so. Oh, there go.
People are climbing up the ladder, going up from the bottom, going up to the top, later up there.
Where are they coming?
That's there? Yeah, how they getting down?
what's this one called? Alcove dwellers.
And then there's the high square tower. The tallest structure in the park.
Tower just in the middle there, that's the tallest tower house in the canyon. And this whole thing had about 80 rooms in it at one time. This is the oak tree house, and they used it back in 1250 AD. So around 1200s. Most of these cliff dwellings in here are between 1200 and 1300 AD is when they were occupied, according to all the tabloids that they have here at each one of these overlooks. So it's been about 800 years ago that these people used these things, but they look like they're still being used. This is that same cliff palace again, that the first one that we took. We're right across from it now, so this is just a little bit different view of the same thing that we saw earlier. This deer is right in our campground. There's 4 sites down from our campground. We're 4 sites up the road here from the campground. In this campground, the deer's just sitting right there eating, just as nice, just as quiet to be. There's campers both sides of them here.
Oh. I got that.
We're now at Four Corners. Okay, Mom is standing right in the picture, standing right in the middle of the Four Corners now.
What, you gonna take some?
If you go to the store and have more pictures than me, bring it back. No, y'all say we can picture me.
Where are you? Take one with you. Take one with you.
I got you.
Anthony, come up here.
You gotta get a lot.
Alright. First, you want me by myself. Then.
Hey, you want the 3 of us?
No, I'm alright.
Hold it. Alright.
Y'all gonna break the camera.
Shut up.
What's worth yours?
One up. Ah! Anthony!
Oh, we take yours first?
Yeah, I can take you three. You guys want to share. Just press the little yellow button, hold it down, and it'll tap.
Bitch, we got the same amount.
You don't want to get curved. Mom, you gotta take. Now you gotta take 2. You gotta take 2.
Okay. We are now at Lake Powell. Just a beautiful place, right by the dam. The water just as blue as could be. Pretty pretty here. This is another view of Lake Powell, just down the road a little ways. We're just making a kind of a circle around this lake here, and there's going to be different turnoff points. So the next few pictures will all be of Lake Powell, and it's just gorgeous, just the most clear, beautiful lake. It said in the thing the water temperature was 72 degrees. I took some before from the dam out. Now I'm looking back at the dam. This is a marina down the road from there. There's a whole ton of boats in there. This is that same marina, but we're down the road about a half a mile. We're closer to it. We are now at the north rim of the Grand Canyon. And we've gone as far as we can go. We're about probably 45, 50 miles away from our campground. But this is Grand Canyon. This is called Angel's Window. Very beautiful back in here. Well worth the drive. This is going to be a little hazy because we're looking right into the sun. And the valley is a little hazy, but just looking out. That point you can see right straight in the middle right there. That little hump in the middle, that's a mountain that's 70 miles away. This is as far back in the Grand Canyon as you can go. It's the farthest point anybody can go. Now I'm looking the other way, the sun is in the back, so the colors are a little prettier now. The sun is behind me. Just beautiful back here. This is looking down into the canyon. I don't know how much of that showed on the last picture I just took. This is looking back down there again. This is two parts of the Colorado River you can see down in the bottom of here. This is a lizard just over the fence from where I was sitting here, just sitting there looking at us. This is looking straight down into the canyon. It's a long ways down there. These are some ruins back in here, and one other thing, we'll get a brochure and it'll tell us what it really is. Looks like he's going to walk right up to me. He's right off the edge of the road. Hey there! Hey! You gonna look at me now? This is another deer right up in this same area. There's two of them right here together. It's a little hazy in here this morning. Guess we got some of the Los Angeles fog or smog coming up in here. I don't know what it is, but it's still beautiful. This is probably the last picture we'll take from up in here. And then we go to the end, we go down out of here, and then we go to the end and we'll take another view at the very end at a lower level. This is another part of the Grand Canyon. Just came up a different road.
Imperial Point.
Imperial Point, this is called. So this is a little different view again. But it's still just beautiful. This This is a southwesterly view according to the tabloid up on top up there, so evidently we're looking in the southwesterly direction. A lot prettier than the south rim. A lot less busy. And now at Bright Angel Point, as far back as you can go in here. This will be the last pictures to take of the Grand Canyon. Next one will be probably Las Vegas or Ronimert, I don't know which.
No, I asked first. I'm not gonna do that.
This is all the pictures you're going to see of this because Mom had the dog with her and it says no pets down in here. We got partway down in here and she couldn't come no further. So she had to stay back, so I walked back in here. This is Bright Angel Point.
No. What you guys do?
Okay, this is California. We finally made it to Ronimert. After 6.5 hours waiting for the trailer to be fixed. One of the emergency brake thing broke on there and we sat in bar stove for 6.5 hours waiting to get that fixed. So it is now about 4:30 in the afternoon and we finally made it here. We're parked right across the street from them. This is where they're parked here, so we're going to be here for today and tomorrow, and then we'll be moving up to the northern part of California. This is what it looks like from their place.
Well, I got some chops out.
That's where we are, right across from them, right across the street.
We figured you're ready to have some.
This is the trailer park where Ronimert lives. You see the Target trailers and then their motorhomes right in between, and they got that big one down in this little narrow street. And they park their cars and stuff on this side. That's the little car, and that's Ron's paint truck. This is the front of the Newtown building in Irvine, California. We just took a tour of this, went through it. Now we're going to pick up our products and we're going down the road and see where the other new section is. Very beautiful building. The other building is 4 times as big. So we're going down there from here. This is the front of the new Nikon building. We were just around the back, we couldn't see too much, it's all parking lot back there. This is what the front of it's going to look like. And the warehouse will be behind this. So, we are now in Yosemite National Park. This is one of the lookouts. We're just coming through a tunnel and had a big disaster that we'll tell you about when we get home with Ron's motorhome. Nothing that we can't keep going, but he did do quite a bit of damage to his motorhome coming through the tunnel. So we'll tell you about it when we get home or on the phone.
No te quieres poner de pena, ¿no?
He did. He got all of it.
This is Ron's motorhome. There's no damage to the motorhome itself, but he tore the mirror off up here in the front. He tore his awning off the side, and we had to pry the door open so they could get out. The motorhome is none the worse for wear, but he did get too close to the side, and he didn't think he was that close, and he got too close to it, and it tore his awning right off the side of the, and it tore the right-hand mirror off the side of the motorhome. So he's gonna have to get that fixed. Otherwise, we're none the worse for wear, and we'll be on our way shortly. This is a little chapel that was on the side of the road, right down the road a little ways. I don't know if they use it or not, I don't know, but it's just kind of a cute little thing just sitting right alongside the road here, right in the middle of nowhere. And this is looking right behind where I just took that picture of that chapel, right across the street from it. Looking right up at that falls. I don't know if that's Bridal Falls or what the name of it is, but just coming down out of that mountain a long ways down. Just beautiful. We're probably 2-3 miles down the road from where we were a little while ago. This is looking back where we just came from. It's beautiful down here. I'm right in the middle of Yosemite Park. Now down by the lake where Sherry is about 6 miles, lives about 6 miles away from here, but this is where they do their boating and stuff. And this is the marina, covered marina. Their grandpa's got his pontoon boat in here, and they've got their jet ski in here, and this is where they store it. All covered. Just beautiful.
Of course, the dam, like I say, they only unload it so often. They'll let a bunch out after a while. But for the summer, they usually try to keep it up pretty well.
This is looking out from the end of the dock. This is where we're going to be going out in here someplace Sunday with a pontoon boat. We'll spend all day on this lake.
See that big bridge over there? That's one of many.
Over there.
Yeah, way over there. That's just a regular road there. The double decker, I think it's on the left of us, right?
Yeah, double decker is way down there.
Way down that way, yeah. We'll go down there tomorrow, or Sunday and see that. Hopefully there'll be a train going across it.
That's one there, like we're going to go out on Sunday.
That's about where we're ready to return.
These are all the boats that are sitting out, just parked out there, and people own those, and they go out, get them in a little dinghy, a little rowboat or whatever, and get on them, take off for the day or whatever. This is a houseboat just coming back in to the marina. I don't know if they've been out all night or all day or a couple, 3 days. I don't know. They've been with these things for a while. But he's just coming back in.
You're right, bring the boat in. Just pull up alongside them.
This is out in the water, in the middle of the water. I guess there's 3-4 places all along in here, and you can stop. There's a restroom. You can just stop there, pull your boat up alongside of it, go to the bathroom, get back on your boat, and take off. They're floating bathrooms. There's some of them we can get, you go buy, you can buy hamburgers and all this kind of stuff. And this one here is just a bathroom. These are all permanent homes that people live in year round up in here. They got a beautiful view of this lake from up in there, but they're all just, you know, it's like Ron says, rich people live up in here. We're by Sherry's now, just ready to eat supper. This is a peacock and a turkey that they got running right around the yard there, right next to our picnic table.
Yeah, well, with the beans, Bob will be a little thin.
Put it on there. Oh, like that. There's plenty of room. Not have to sit with our legs.
Hi! This is their dog, the Dormer Pinscher. Puts his head right down in the water and picks that rock up out of that water. This water is a mountain stream and it's coming out of the water, and it is ice cold. It's probably about 50 degrees. That dog just jumps right in there. He just loves it in there. He puts his head right into the water, picks the stone up, brings it out. This is the back of the house. And they're sitting on, I think they said 7 acres here of property. His folks live right next door down here, just a little ways away. Got a pool up there. Back of Sherry's place, it's just his dad's place. He's got cows here. And there's a little pond over there, there's a pond next to me on the side of me here. And it's got fish in it, it's got bluegill, it's got perch, and it's got bass. He planted it. That's a flock of geese that stay here all the time. Right now we're above Oroville Lake. I'm going to give you 3 or 4 different locations, different directions of what we see. This one here is the east view.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's double decker. The train in the bottom, the cars on top. We went over with our boat one time, and the train going through at the same time. So we got some real nice snapshots. It was beautiful. Yeah, it was gorgeous. We were going right underneath. It was beautiful. Snapshots.
Yeah,
We're on an old lake.
our daughter lives out here, so we come out here quite a bit.
This is the north view.
We got an RV and we had to tow the boat to the car. We couldn't tow the boat and the car, so we had to sell the boat to tow the car. Now we don't have a boat anymore.
But if you could, you should.
My daughter has a boat up here, so
I know, it's what we're doing Sunday too.
we were in the
already.
pontoon for Sunday.
That's exactly what we
Because you can go in these
90 bucks all
forts
day
and it's
long.
gorgeous.
We're gonna
There's
barbecue
one that
on it.
goes right
10
into a
people.
waterfall.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So we're gonna take the pontoon. We'll be out here all day Sunday, cruising around. Then we'll go around and see that big bridge and that stuff.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking
Yep.
about doing on that.
This is the west view. See, this lake is just humongous. 187 miles of shoreline. It's all little inlets. You go around a little island and you go back in a ways and you turn around, you come back out and you go a little ways, go around another little island, and it's just, we're going to spend all day on this lake tomorrow. We got a big
That'll be it.
We're on the lake now in the boat. This is a waterfall that we can see out here. We've come back in. We've been on the boat for about an hour. This is one of the waterfalls that we can see in here. Water
And you
just,
guys feel like hiking? It's
beautiful.
only a 4-mile hike.
Oh, thank
just gorgeous. The water is just clear. Fish are jumping all around us.
Yeah.
They have, you take one
beautiful.
trail, 3.
This is an outhouse right out in the middle of the lake. It says SS Relief on it. It's just floating out there. We just drove up there. Just, all of us went to the bathroom. And now we're going to be on our way again. We're going to go find some place to get on the show. That's a little island out there. Them trees are probably about 15, maybe 18, 20 feet under the water. They're just the top of them are sticking out of the water. That's how deep the water is in here. This is Steve and Christy on the jet ski. They've been following us all the way along. This is a double bridge. It's a railroad bridge on the bottom and it's
I think he
a car
comes
bridge
like
Highway 70 on the top.
I'm on your side.
Yeah, I know you're on my side.
It's not that big of a bridge.
Yeah, Steve.
This is the dam. We're right on top of the dam now. And according to the thing that we was in yesterday, there's 864 feet of water that we're in right now. 864 feet deep right here.
What, the ladder?
Oh, way back there.
We're above the spillway now. The other day I showed you the spillway. We was way down below with the car. Now we're way up above. But it's just about ready to go over the top. This is Clear Lake. This is a little town that we're going through, and this is a lake. This is the largest not man-made, but the largest natural lake in California. It's a huge lake, but it's just so pretty going down through here. So I thought, well, I'll just take some pictures of it. We're stepping beside the road here and just stop. Here's one of the trees that we've been seeing all along, ever since we left Ronald Mertz. They've been all along the road and everything like this, and it's just so pretty. This is a drive-through redwood tree. Car driving right through it. We can't get through there with our RVs, but cars driving right through it. There's Ron, Mom, Mert inside, just walked through it.
2,400
Right.
years.
You two get back in there. I'll get a picture of you two in there. And then I'll have you guys.
Now I'm a little ways away from it. I'm taking that same tree that we just took a picture of in the inside. I'm going from the bottom to the top. That is a long ways up in the air. This is all inside that tree house. This is a bear. It's all carved out with a whatever they use. It's part of a chainsaw, probably not, but it's all part of a redwood piece of wood. I carved this bear out of it.
Let me show you a good picture out there with
That'll be on the camera.
Look how that tree up there is just swaying back and forth. It's all way, way up there. And this is our truck and trailer and stuff sitting outside the road, and the redwoods alongside of us. And you're just humongous. All the way through here they've been here.
They say the Avenue of the Giants.
Yeah, we're on the Avenue of the Giants now. Man, oh man, it's just all the way along, both sides of the road this way. Just humongous trees. That's looking down the road the way we're going to go in a few minutes. This is what it looks like right behind us, where we just come from. It's just been that way all the way down through here. Real easy drive, but it's just been humongous trees. It's just beautiful. There's a big river right alongside the road, just off the side here. You can't see it now. This is the sunset over the ocean. We're parked here and right in the roadside park. It's free or a donation, and there's just whole kinds of trailers all along. There's probably a mile and a half along right along the shoreline. And people just park here for the night. And this is where we're going to stay. And this is the beautiful sunset over the ocean. This is what the coastline looks like, all the way down through here. This is the way we're parked all along here. Just talking to a guy here and he just counted it. He said there's 90 units in here. I'll park here for the night. And this is where we are. This is where we're going to stay for the night. And we'll head on up into Oregon.
I've never been mowed on it out there.
We're now at Crater Lake.
What's the date?
We're now at Crater Lake. We're right at the top. It's gorgeous. We left our trailers down below and we drove up in here. About, I don't know how many miles it was, quite a ways.
Actually, we saw what those dogs can do to kids.
It's a lot of snow up here. This is just outside a window of the shop here. It's just, the snow just over top of it. They just tumbled through it to get in the door out there. This is taken right out of the windshield of our truck. Just looking right straight ahead. Looking through the camera with one eye and driving with the other one. I don't know if it's a house up there, or if it's a lookout station or what, but it's right smack on top of that hill. This is like a little island in the middle of this lake, but there's 500 and some feet of it are underwater, but this is what's above the water, and this is all lava. This is at once if there was an eruption here, and this is a crater left by a volcano. And this is all lava right in the middle of it, so it's just a solid idol of lava. This is the most gorgeous thing we have ever seen. It's just beautiful up here. All the snow, I mean there's snow on the sides of the road that are 12 to 15, maybe 20 feet higher than the truck, both sides of the road. Just gorgeous. Beautiful thing you ever want to see. We are now just in Portland, Oregon, and the road that we're on now, there's 11 falls in the way here. We're just going to take a few of them, we're not going to take them all.
That bridge there, really high.
Yeah, that's a long ways up.
Yeah.
Another view of the same falls. We're just up a little closer.
Way up here.
Don't ask us for them. If they want to go up, they'll go up.
See there at all, see?
Yeah.
And they'll fall, then they'll wonder why.
That's right, then they'll...
Supposed to take the path up, but they won't do that, no.
This is a lookout up by Bridal Veil Falls. We haven't found the falls yet. This is a view from up here, and this is the Columbian River. This is the highway we came in on. That, across the water there, it's a mile across there. And what you can see over there is Washington. We're on the Oregon side now, but when you look across, it's Oregon. I mean, it's Oregon over on this side, it's Washington on the other side. It's a mile across there.
We thought we were on the way to...
The same falls a little closer up. Now we're at another observation point. Looking down where I looked before, only I'm a lot higher than I was before. Looking down the Columbian River. Look in the opposite direction. Washington on one side and the left on the river, and Oregon on the right side of the river. Can't get much of them.
You just go zip.
Train on that track is going to go into that tunnel in just a minute.
There he goes in the tunnel. There he goes in the tunnel.
I wonder if he's taking his awning off.
Yeah, right. This is, I don't know which one of these is Mount St. Helen, but anyway, this is one of the scenic views that we stopped at. That's what we could see from up here on the way up to Mount St. Helen. I don't know for sure, but I think this is probably the valley that when it erupted, it probably just burnt everything out of there and just went right down through here and just gorged this right out. Just made a valley and something. I think that's, I don't know if that's lava down there or not. Probably is. We'll find out when we get to the top of here what it looked like in a movie. One of the volcanoes came right out of the side of the mountain. Spewed rock, stuff right down through the valley here. Just traveled at 300 miles an hour down through here.
Alright, look, turn around. Hey, turn around. Do it again.
And that's the lava dome. That's about the best we're going to see it. It's cleared up. Is it quite off the top? It's almost off the top.
Stop.
Looking straight south. Now I'm looking straight west. This is what the trees look like up here. That after it went down, it just took them, just ripped them right off of there. Came through there, and that's what's left of them. This is what we're seeing a lot of up in here, all along in here, where that lava or that stuff went down through here, that volcanic, and it just swept trees down. We're just seeing it all the way along here, just trees like that, all along the hillside. It just wiped them right out, just knocked them right down. And this is a picture of the lava dome. This is that camp at Mount Rainier. This is all we saw. Just like this, a lot of snow, but just all fogged in. We couldn't see nothing. It's 32 degrees and it's snowing up here. This is a light in the restaurant inside this lodge here. It's made out of snowshoes. Here's one of the lights in here. This is made out of skis. And this one here is made out of ski poles. We're in Port Angeles, and this is a mural that's painted on the side of a building right in the town. There's two of them right here. This is one of them. Just painted right outside the building. Just beautiful. And this one here's the other one. That's painted on the back of another building. We're now in Butchert Gardens in Victoria, British Columbia. There's going to be a lot of people in these pictures, but there's no way I can take pictures without people being in it because this place is just packed. So we're going to get a lot of people's heads in here. But this is called Ross Fountain.
Hey.
This is called the Fountain of the Three Sturgeons. This is called the Star Fountain, way down there. I don't know how this is going to turn out. And that building on the right, it's a restaurant.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh! I didn't realize.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Mount Rainier. From quite a ways away, but that's the best we've seen it so far. We're now in Yellowstone, and this is one of the geysers, or the sulfur hot springs.
Under the ground, the changing and difference of it as it moves. The whole hill we've been standing on for most of this walk shakes violently. It measures as a significant size.
This one's called the Bathtub Geyser. elk right alongside the road in the park.
The red button that says it should say REC in the corner.
This is
Hanging down.
These are two mountain goats right on the very side, right on the side of the road, right where we're driving through here. Two of them on this side and there's four of them across the road.
you might be able to see right between that stuff. More this way.
This is a bear down along the hill here.
Right down through there. See that wall going straight down the road. Let's go. Just go down with that big clump of black.
This is right along the edge of the road, just a little ways down from where I just took the bear. Now we got a buffalo. Or bison, I guess.
You're just giving us teasers.
This is Old Faithful.
Stop it.
This is a picture of the Tetons. We're quite a ways away from them, but it's just all the way down through here. We're just going through valleys where it's nice and green, and the mountains up on top. It's just beautiful. This is Jenny Lake. Got a mountain in the back view, and you can see the reflection of the snow in the water. This is Mount Moran. On top of Signal Mountain now, you can see that's what they call the Snake River. It goes all down through that valley. This is Jackson Lake, one of the lookouts on the road that we were just up on. This is Mount Moran again from quite a ways further down the road. This is a nice view from here. These are seahorses. This is just a mural that's on the wall in this great big room. There's a great big pond below us here. We're going to be going down in there in a minute in a tunnel. And we'll be able to see all the fish that are in this big pond. Another big tank in here, and there's all different color fish in here, all stripes and everything. A whole bunch of them in here. There's a shark coming right at me. This is a swordfish. Don't know how long it's going to show up. It's showing right above our heads.
The reason for that is just one fingertip. One human fingertip can wipe out an entire reef. One fingertip kills off a pollen.
This is a diver inside one of these pools and feeding fish. She's talking to her clients and they're going to finish the song.
Now you may think to yourself, well, I'll grow that. And it might, probably won't. And keep in mind.
That's living coral. All I know is this is a venomous fish. That's all I know about it. Go for it.
Hi, Grandma and Grandpa, we love you. Yeah. Okay.
This is what Cindy's apartment looks like. I guess her house looks like, I should say. We weren't here. This is this house, so try and get
I got all these stupid numbers to call.
Oh, I know.
a little bit of a view of what this place looks like. This is the stairs. It goes upstairs. There's another. We haven't been up there yet. There's some stairs going upstairs there. Hi there.
We do have souls in a wood duck. Their names are Ben and
If you look
The
hard.
highest part in the hotel.
And over to the left-hand
Taken
side
from
is
the
our
hotel.
fabulous Skeleton Fountain show.
Upside down hotel.
The show happens every half an hour.
This is where we parked. Chuck and Margie right behind us, and then we're here right on the road here. Then the rest of them are all around us here. There's a whole bunch of them down this way. This gives you a general view of what right in the area where we were.